Welcome everybody to the NAOR Series, live here at AutoClub Speedway in Fontana, California. We're in for a great show. I'm Joshua Coppernoll. I'm joined by Adam Kuhn. How you doing, Adam?
Evening, Josh. I'm doing well. Excited to be alongside with you for this race. Auto Club Speedway, you mentioned one of the best racetracks on the schedule, in my opinion, and excited to continue on this action. We had great racing last week in two different shows, and it was uh, quite the outcome two different times. Of course, last Saturday night, much longer race tonight, of course, Josh, but just one race in store.
Yeah, last week, of course, the doubleheader, two 110 races at Bristol. Uh, you know, had two different winners that night as well. But here we are at Auto Club Speedway, if I can talk. And it's gonna be so much different, like you were saying. Uh, that short track this year, it's one of the bigger tracks in NASCAR. So, wrap things up in practice. Adam, who do you have? Who is your pick to win tonight?
Well, I'm gonna go with the man with the 54 machine, Braden Holt. He came close in both races at Bristol. I think he's gonna break through. He's in pit stall number one right now. It could be a good sign of things to come for him tonight. I think he's gonna have a lot of speed. He's fifth in the leaderboard right now in practice as it comes to an end. Let's see what he can do in qualifying here in the moment and in the race.
I'm gonna go with Michael Kruger, driver of the number 98. No stranger to victory. We found that out last couple of races on our Saturday night series, the Olympic Senior Truck Series. But I think Kruger, he's going to get himself a win here tonight. But as qualifying starts, we're watching Tyler Ratliff, first one out on the track so far. So, it appears seven drivers are on track right now. Tyler Ratliff is the first. 10 minutes of qualifying, 2 laps. And Ratliff is going to take the green for his first lap. A little bit off the bottom than what I would be expecting here on the first lap. Kind of running a lane higher. See, he's now through 3 and 4, getting right down there. Next to the white line that time through. A little loose there off the corner. And it will put him P1, as of course he is first one across the line, but it is going to be a 40.8. Donald Kite actually goes to the top with a 40.847. Kind of Cheney rather to the top, 40.730. Go back to watching Tyler Ratliff as he is coming out of turn 4. And it is going to be not an improvement for Tyler Ratliff. Braden Holt put down the fastest lap, and it was in his first lap out on track as well. Sitting in pit road. What would be his second lap. Here we're watching Brett Bennett loose off turn 4. Brett goes P4. Brett Bennett getting through 3 and 4 for the final time, and qualifying is sideways once again, trying to get every little bit he possibly can. Down on the apron, Brett Bennett loses a position to Jeff Lednum and did not improve his time. Here's Michael Kruger. Kruger's first lap so far P10, 40.990. Turn 4 now on the front stretch for Michael Kruger at the line. P1. Michael Kruger goes to the top of the board.
And he takes it comfortably too, Josh, over 1/10 of a second faster than Braden Holt. And when we watch that car come down the back straightaway, you can just see it bounce the entire way down, and that's just the beating these cars are going to take the entire race tonight.
Yeah, this track is one of the older surfaces as well on the NASCAR circuit, and it is very, very bumpy. Currently, 2 drivers out on track. Jeff Lednum and Hunter Peach. Lednum P5, Peach P7. Here's a man that's been running up front every race we've seen so far. Chris Wright only collecting 1 win so far in the season, but he's looked like he could have won just about all of them.
You're absolutely right, Josh. He leads the standings for the league after just 4 weeks in, and 3 weeks in. And as of tonight, like you mentioned, only 1 win. That was the most recent race, the second Bristol round. And like you mentioned, every race he's been in contention, and I don't think that's going to be any doubt tonight. He was up in the top 5 in practice time, so let's see what he can put down in this quali lap now.
See, Chris was being so gentle with his tires, getting out there. See where he sits after lap 1. P16. Kind of expected that, as he wasn't fully up to speed. He hit the line the last time by, so the second lap should be his money lap. And a little over 2 minutes left in qualifying here at AutoClub Speedway. And Chris is going to go to P5. So right now, it's still Michael Kruger with the top spot, but here is Jose Ruiz. Coming off turn 4 to finish his first up to speed lap. And P16 so far for the 23. Oh, in the wall a little bit there. That may invalidate his lap time if that truly was a wall tap.
We're just going to see a lot of that load tonight, Josh, in the race. It's going to be very close to that outside blue safer barrier, and especially off of turn 2, they're going to be very, very loose off that corner and using every inch of it.
I'm gonna guess that it was just a netcode issue on my end because he did improve his time. 16th to 14th starting position. Because if he had just tapped that wall any little bit, even a 0 contact points, that still would have invalidated his lap time. But 30 seconds left in qualifying. There's not enough time for anybody else to go out there. So, Michael Kruger, my pick to win, he's going to be starting from that pole position.
Yeah, but look out, Josh. My pick to win starts right alongside, so this might be a good battle.
Yeah, it's front row of our picks to win. So as qualifying is coming to an end and drivers are gridding, anybody watching out there, you heard our picks to win. Michael Kruger for myself and Braden Holt for Adam. Who you guys got winning this race tonight? Alrighty, looking at our starting grid. As mentioned, Michael Kruger on the pole with Braden Holt to his outside. Kenneth Cheney will start in third, John Osborne in fourth, and Chris Wright in P5.
Jeff Lednam is going to start alongside in 6th, with Brett Bennett and Hunter Peach sharing row 4, and Zach Meredith and Andrew Chapman are going to make up row 5 to round out the top 10 starting positions.
Starting in 11th is going to be Donald Kite. Tyler Ratliff to his outside in P12. Kyle Tubb in 13th. Jose Ruiz in 14th. And Chase McGuire in 15th.
It's going to be Jake Millsap alongside him, with Joshua Arnold, Bristol winner from last weekend, starting out back there, and Mike Campbell rounding out the field.
That is our starting lineup for tonight. 99 laps. 198 miles. Makes up the distance tonight. As cars are rolling off the grid. Last week, we thought it was going to be Kyle Tubbs' last race. He said there was a chance he would make it at AutoClub. It was going to be a stretch. Well, he's here tonight. Good to see him back out here before he heads on out to his new adventure going into the U.S. Air Force. And once again, I just want to wish him luck in his future going into the Air Force. And we are coming to the green. Pace truck is going to make its way down to the safety of pit road. And once Michael Kruger gets the green lights, he's able to go. Green flag is out. We're underway here at AutoClub. that start that Braden Holt got.
He lagged back. Oh, Chris Wright spinning to the inside. He saves it, Josh.
Yeah, I actually noticed Kruger got loose a little bit there, and then Chris Wright got even worse and absolutely was sideways. Up front, Braden Holt, Kenneth Cheney, they've gotten around Michael Kruger. Well, Cheney actually hanging on to the outside of Kruger right now. So Braden Holt, he's going to lead the first lap.
John Osborne has gone up to 4th position. He's been using the outside lane since everyone folded off into turn 1 on the opening lap, of course, and he is still up there trying to make positions work. Here you see Jeff Lenham sliding up in that 4th position there, just ahead of him. Holt slow down the back straightaway. Kruger caught him. Huge head of steam here into turn 3.
I think Kruger just had a better exit off the 2. Holt tried blocking that bottom. Kruger went to the top. He didn't even have much room up to Cheney, who gets into the wall. And now, Jeff Lednam, he had to make a move all the way down to the apron. Cheney now losing so many positions. He has fallen back to 7th place. Back up to the battle for the lead, though. Kruger still right there hounding on Braden Holt. Kruger looking a little bit higher. Side by side down the front straightaway.
It's going to continue to have the advantage down the back straightaway. A huge run out of Kruger off a 2. Can't make it work into 3 just yet. The battle for 5th was heating on the front straightaway also, Josh. Brett Bennett took that position, but for the lead, Kruger diving into 3. Huge run over Holt off of 4. Let's see if he can make it stick down the front straightaway. He's got Jeff Lenham in 3rd just behind.
They are going to be side by side, nose to nose. Kruger right there, running a higher line. 1 and 2.
Lenham was kind of going through the middle there between the two of them, getting some clean air just a little bit. He's peeking to the inside on the back straightaway with Andrew Chapman to his outside now in 4th.
Lednam actually clears Chapman. And I think Kruger's got it here. Off turn 4, Kruger does. He dives all the way down to the bottom. Kruger gonna lead this lap here. And Holt still under pressure. 37 Lednam right there looking to the outside. And here comes Brett Bennett into the picture as well. Brett Bennett right there trying to pounce on Chapman. Kruger, he has a couple car length lead over Holt. Brett Bennett, he went a little bit of a higher line, 1 and 2. Now just trying to find a way around Chapman.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see everyone spread out right now this early into the race. Everyone's single file, but running a different line around every end of the speedway. And that's just the beauty about this racetrack. And no one's been able to run up against the wall yet other than that initial start. It's been mainly around the bottom to middle lanes, but I expect if this run continues, we're going to continue to see the tire wear continue and maybe some runs up by the wall. We continue to see Brett continue to run this higher lane. He might be able to rubber this up and He's continuing to get runs on Andrew Chapman here and fight this 4th position. Is letting him slides there off the corner, drifting.
So we're coming to complete 8 laps here in this race, and one thing I want to mention is the fuel window. It's not very big at all. As this series, they run 65% fuel capacity. That's only about 28 laps. These guys here in about 20 laps, they're going to have to start thinking about pitting. Brett Bennett making a move on the 18 of Chapman.
Gonna open the door for John Osborne, who's gonna slide up off at turn 4. He stuck his nose up in that opening there in the wake of Brett, making it double wide there with Chapman. Trying to make it 3 wide there did Osborne through to 3 and 4. Couldn't make it stick down the front straightaway. He washed up big time. He's still right there though in the hunt through 1 and 2, Josh. While the top 3 trying to run away from this mess.
Brett Bennett's going to clear Chapman. Chapman, rather, is going to try the crossover move. They're going to be side by side down the back straightaway going into turn 3. Bennett, he has to use that high line now. Chapman just getting through the center a little bit better. Chapman has actually caught up to Lednum and has a chance to play offense rather than defense. Chapman goes to the outside on Jeff Lednum.
Yeah, Lednum just continues to have a rough time exiting turn 2. Last lap again, he was just sideways, hand over fist probably, right over left off of turn 2, just out of control. Let's see him wash up again here, just ahead of the 18 car wire. Zachary Meredith has inserted himself into the fight. Lednum sliding off of turn 2 down the backstretch. A whole line of cars behind these guys.
These guys are 2 by 2, 3 rows deep. Chapman underneath Lednum, Meredith underneath Bennett. Meredith actually going to send it into the corner. He's going to be side by side with Lednum now as Chapman clears Lednum for the 3rd position. Look at Meredith all the way down towards that apron. He's going to be side by side with Chapman now, trying to take 3rd place away. Meredith gained 3 positions in that 1 lap alone. Now we're 3 wide here off turn 2. It's the 20 of Peach, Brett Bennett, and they sorted out.
Yeah, Meredith with a mega couple laps. You mentioned 3 positions on that 1 lap alone, but I think he went from 9th to 3rd in just 2 or 3 laps, Josh, and he's going to try and hunt down Michael Kruger and Braden Holt, who have not separated each other away in the slightest. Just less than a 10th separate the 2 now going into turn 1.
Making a move to the bottom. They're going to be side by side through 1 and 2. Kruger with the high line advantage, possibly trying to get the run off the corner. Holt has a pretty good size lead as far as car length there. Going down the back straightaway into 3, but Kruger just rolling the high line so well. Holt actually is going to clear Kruger. And Meredith, he is closing in. Meredith has been the fastest car.
Kruger hasn't given up, though. He's still hanging on the right rear quarter panel into 1. Now he has to give, finally, aid to Braden Holt and clear himself into turn 1 and 2 here.
Michael Kruger. He's trying to keep himself right there with Holt.
Holt did such a phenomenal job not letting Kruger run away that entire opening stint, Josh, and letting himself just let the car come to him and let Kruger. We're way off. Josh, Kruger doesn't run the series full time. In fact, this is his series debut, and I know he doesn't run the Xfinity cars that too often. Of course, a regular in the truck series, so we know he doesn't run these cars at this track probably as much as he would like. So maybe this is a weakness of not practicing longer race runs in the practice session we had and sticking to quick quality type sims. As Zachary Meredith has completely inserted himself into this battle, just less than a car length off the bumper of Michael Cluey here into 3 and 4.
I don't know what Meredith has underneath the hood of that Chevrolet, but he is absolutely flying right now. Once again, fastest car on track as he is underneath Michael Kruger, gonna clear Kruger for P2, and now Meredith within a few car lengths of Braden Holt. And these guys are 3 wide back here. They sorted out, but Brett Bennett is all the way back down to 9th place. As Bennett, as quickly as he was gaining, he has started to fall.
I think that's just kind of the natural rhythm of this racetrack. They just top 10s, maybe even the entire field can just swap on itself, the ebb and flow, and here we see Kyle Jawb all over the back of Brett Bennett for this position. Now up front, Hunter Peach all over the back of Michael Kruger for P3, all over the back of him going through turns 2.
Hunter Peach looking to the inside. He's there. He's going to clear Kruger as well.
Back to Tyler Tubb real quick, Josh. He really got by Brett Bennett for that 10th position, and now is driven by Andrew Chapman also, so he's up to 9th. And Bennett continues to lose positions.
Interesting that I'm just noticing, Adam, is Kyle Tubb has some rear end damage. I think he just caught the wall maybe a little bit there. As you saw Chapman dive down to the bottom, and Bennett followed.
Yeah, I believe he did catch the wall indeed, and seen him bleak out, been bleaking out almost this entire night. We mentioned at the top of the show we thought last weekend at Bristol was going to be his final performance in the series. As we go to a battle of the lead, actually.
Braden Holt still has the lead, but Meredith is right there. Meredith's going to try the crossover. He looks low. They're going to be side by side. Meredith, full head of steam down the back straightaway into 3. And Meredith will clear Holt. Holt trying to use the outside generator run off the corner. Oh, Holt!
Ooh, loose.
Yeah, that was so close to the wall.
Of course, you see that 20 car now in the picture. Hunter Peach is going to be all over the 54 if he continues to slip up like that we just saw a moment ago. And he's going to let Meredith run away just a little bit, 2/10 out in front. He's going to dive into turn 3 and not let that 17 continue to run away. He's going to go below 2/10 of a gap here into 3. Let's see if the 17 can gap him down the front straightaway, Josh.
Be very interesting here. Hunter Peach trying to make his move on Holt. Not close enough. Peach is right there with Holt. Peach gonna try high line.
Didn't really work out for him there. He lost a lot of momentum through the center of the corner. Didn't make it up on the exit like I think he expected it to, but huge run down the exit of the straightaway, going for it into turn 1. But we see Andrew Chapman, the first one of our lead lap drivers, coming to pit road from 9th position, I believe. Oh, Holt's in the wall, I think, off the corner, and Peach is on the inside down the back straightaway, taking that position finally. It didn't work on the outside of 1 and 2.
If Holt didn't hit the wall, he was very close to it. See if anybody else chooses to come down pit road. These top 4 staying out so far. Nobody's showing their way in. I think it might have been a little too early for Chapman.
When Peach took the 2nd position, Josh, he planted his car right to the top immediately to continue running the wall, and it just continues to not work the way I think he anticipates it. He's too loose on corner exit, I think, for the momentum to aid him on his corner exit like he anticipates. He's not gaining that much on Zachary Meredith for it to work. He's losing too much to the center of the corner, I think. And it's kind of holding up Braden Holt a little bit on the corner exit. He did last lap, and here he is again with the 54 all over him down the front straightaway.
Bennett coming down pit road this time by, but one reason why Peach isn't able to close in is Meredith. He's been the fastest car. Oh, Peach in the wall. Holt caught it as well.
And that's the risk of running the wall. You hit it. And Michael Kruger did a good job not following them in when you see the 2 ahead of you do the same thing. Now they're both going to go to the bottom as Peach continues to run that high line through this into the speedway.
Riding on board with Michael Kruger as he is underneath Holt.
It really worked for Peach right there, driving away from Holt, the way he accelerated off of turn 4, but I don't think he gained any on Meredith. But like you mentioned, Josh, Meredith, of course, running the fastest laps of the race as the race leader right now up front.
Couple more drivers down pit road. The 7 of McGuire and the 66 Donald Kite. Front runners still have yet to come down pit road. Jeff Lednum, as well as Kenneth Cheney, Jake Millsap. They all come down pit road. Chris Wright. Yeah, I bet he's looking forward to this pit stop. Oh, it's everybody up front. Oh, Meredith. He came in hot into pit road.
Did a great job not spinning that car out and not hitting the wall there. That's at the pit entrance, the pit attenuator there. Saw a lot of that in the practice session pre-race. A lot of guys just goofing off for fun, but it could be very serious in the race when you get into that.
So here's what I'm going to be very interested in seeing.
Oh, Michael Kruger has to back up.
Yeah, Kruger overshot his box. It appears Meredith is getting off pit road. I am very surprised he was not caught speeding there. Hunter Peach off P2. Braden Holt P3. Kruger P4. Right now,
It's Chapman flying right by on the fresh tires. Already up to speed, of course.
yeah, Chapman will be scored P4 at the moment. Chapman, though, on a different cycle. His tire is going to be a little bit more worn than everybody else's. C5 coming to 6 laps there on tires for Chapman. Caution is out on the track, though. I want to say Tyler Ratliff.
And this is going to be very interesting what John Osborne's going to be scored. He was on pit road, but he's still being shown in the top 10. So I wonder if that's going to help him gain a ton of positions there. He was the race leader when he came down to pit. Of course, staying out longer than everyone else.
Ratliff just got loose. Yeah, his car stepped out on him. Not what Ratliff wanted to have happen. So this changes some things. Wonder if we're gonna see anybody out pit road here. Just wonder. 4 extra sets of tires in the pits. I think it's very risky here, but a lot of guys actually coming down pit road. And this is going to cycle the lead to John Osborne, Zachary Meredith P2, Hunter Peach P3, Braden Holton P4, and Brett Bennett P5.
Yeah, John Osborne, the real winner of the caution flag flying, really. The scoring loops back to the last lap completed. He was on pit road, scored the lap as the leader, coming in to take his pit stop when the caution came out. Or actually, he was in his pit box when the caution came out, but it looped back to when he was crossing it, of course. So, very fortunate for him there, Josh. He's going to be bumped up quite a few positions from where he would have been if the caution had flown normally, and up quite a few positions if it had not flown at all and he had cycled on the racetrack behind the lead was about 6, 7, 8 seconds.
And you are absolutely correct there. The way that the cautions happen here, because caution laps don't count, so it's not going to continue to score under caution. And that's what's different about this series than what you see with the other series. That's why it goes back to the previous lap where you were scored at the line. So as you see here, lights on the pace truck are off. John Osborne, he's going to be the control car. Zachary Meredith to his outside P2. They make up the front row. Our picks to win, P4 and P6 on this restart. Something's going on with Tyler Ratliff, as they are about ready to come back to the green. Ratliff is not going. Not sure if this is going to delay the green or not. Ratliff is slow on the apron. Pace truck about to make its way down pit road. Green flag is waving. Ratliff is rolling. A great jump there out of Osborne. Hunter Peach with a great restart. They're going to be 3 wide behind Meredith, though. Brett Bennett moving up. Bennett just behind Zachary Meredith now. And looking at the outside of Meredith, trying to gain some positions. Bennett clears Meredith. Kruger also clearing Meredith. Brett Bennett is on a mission to get to the front. He is closing in on Hunter Peach. Looking to the outside. He also has Michael Kruger right there. Kruger trying to make a move to the inside of Brett Bennett. Osborne, though, he has caught Ratliff. Ratliff's just going to go to the outside. What's going to happen here is Peach pulls to the inside. Bennett goes to the outside. Peach. There's not going to be room. Bennett had to make a move to the middle. Not sure he knew where Peach was going to, or Ratliff was going to go there. Now Brett Bennett looking to the inside of Hunter Peach. Bennett's going to clear that 20 car. Kruger looking underneath the 20 as well. These two, Brett Bennett and Michael Kruger, they are teammates. They are working together. And they are absolutely on a mission as they have worked their way to second and third and closing in on Osborne, the race leader. Oh, trouble in the back. Cars around. We have a caution. It's going to be the 76, the 16. Ratliff also involved. 19 Millsap.
Kenneth Cheney went head on in the wall off of turn 2, Josh. I think that's what was the initial impact there. I think it was just lapping that 13 car, maybe. Indeed it was. Cheney thought he was clear off of turn 2, and there was contact with Tyler Ratliff.
Cheney had to slow up.
Oh, Jake Millsap just barely got involved there.
That's very unfortunate.
product of lapping vehicles at almost 200 miles an hour. Wow, Kyle Tubb, huge impact into this crash.
Tubb had nowhere to go.
Banked it back going though. Mentioned a little bit earlier, Josh, that we thought last week was going to be his final show in this league. Finished third in the first race in Bristol, and unfortunately a 14th to back it up with in race number 2. And continuing tonight, but going to be involved in that big crash there if he's going to continue. Just 34 laps in though tonight.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate for him indeed. As we are under caution number 2 in this event at Auto Club. We're gonna have
What a
another.
great job.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I just want to give a great shout out to John Osborne there on holding off everyone on that restart. He did, like I mentioned before that last restart, got a little bit lucky on that timing of the caution, got great track position, and he took advantage of it. He got a great restart, like you called, Josh, and took off and didn't let anyone get to him. Brett Bennett there was going to challenge him if we went a couple more laps, but he did a great show there on that early stint, and he's got another challenge up for him though with Bennett and Kruger right on his tail here.
I think that we're gonna see the 1 to green this time by, so Osborne gonna have Brett Bennett to his outside, Michael Kruger restarting right behind him. 3 Fords in the top 3 positions. And as I mentioned, Bennett and Kruger work together, so those two, they're kind of having Osborne be at a little disadvantage as far as the number game goes, running up front. So it is going to be Osborne, Bennett, Kruger, Peach, McGuire, and Meredith, top 5.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Meredith's going to do on this restart. We saw him get passed by quite a few guys there on that last one. He was the car to beat on the long run. Maybe it's only a long run car and it's very slow to start off. Maybe he's gonna be in threat to lose another position here. Got 2 Bristol race winners in his mirror.
Base truck gonna make its way down to pit road. Green flag is waving. Great jump again by Osborne. Michael Kruger sailing it in on the bottom. Bennett's going to have work to do if he wants to stay at P2. Bennett losing the position to Kruger. You know, Kruger had short run speed early on. But look at Meredith. He is underneath Josh Arnold and stuck behind Hunter Beach.
Yeah, he was pushing Peach down the front straightaway, while up front Kruger to the inside of Osborne for the lead through 1 and 2. Couldn't make it stick down the back straightaway.
He is not able to, as Kruger had to tuck back into line. Look at the different lines that everybody is running. In the top 6, they're all nose to tail. 7th isn't that far behind either. Arnold looking underneath Brett Bennett, not able to get there. He tucks back into line behind Bennett. I think Arnold's going to be able to make a move here soon. Arnold actually hit under that last caution. He's got fresher tires, at least 2 fresh tires on that 22 machine. Battle for the lead though as Kruger underneath Osborne. Kruger looking to take position. Kruger may clear Osborne, but Osborne has that run. Osborne going to clear Kruger. Now Arnold to the inside of Bennett for the 3rd position.
Yeah, Arnold just slicing through the field in that 22 car. You mentioned the fresh tires, taking well advantage of it. On the inside of Brett Bennett for the 3rd position here through turn 4 on the front straightaway now, Josh. And I think he's going to be able to take the lead here in a couple laps if he's able to keep up with these two. And they're racing the way they are, he's going to be able to do that easily here with Kruger on the inside of Osborne in turn 1.
Kruger trying to take another peek at that lead. Arnold actually going to clear Bennett. Bennett with the crossover, trying to make a move back on Arnold as Kruger looking underneath Osborne once again. Kruger going to sail it down in there. Kruger's going to clear Osborne. Watch Osborne try for the crossover. He does not as Kruger pulls back down to the bottom. And Arnold's still under attack from Brett Bennett. It's a great view from the front of the 22. Go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, and just behind him, Hunter Peach is waiting in the wings to get by them both with Zach Meredith on the inside of him, going for that position as well as John Osborne slinging to the inside down the back straightaway, trying to hold off Josh. I don't know, not going to be a challenge there on the fresh tires. It's going to split to the inside.
Arnold making it work, looking underneath Kruger for the race lead. Kruger right now going to hold on to the race lead. But I don't think it's going to be long. Joshua Arnold's going to have this race in hand. Oh, Arnold loose.
Huge overcorrect on the back, coming onto the back straightaway. Did a good job not colliding with Kruger there. Could have made that much worse situation. But hey, Dyson all over behind them for the 3rd position, while these two are still side by side.
This is absolutely incredible. Kruger still holding on to the race lead. And now they're all 2 by 2, several rows deep as, wow, Osborne sliding up the track. They're going to be 3 wide as Meredith underneath the 81 in the 1. And as all that's happening, Arnold actually clears Kruger. Kruger to the inside of Arnold, though, back for the race lead. Arnold using that high line. Arnold is going to lead that lap. Kruger still trying to fight Arnold.
Oh, and almost caught the wall there off of turn 2. He running that high side. Josh, this reminds me a lot of the 2020 2020, excuse me, the Xfinity Series, the 22 and the 98, almost painted up the same way for that 22 car. But he's going to prevail down the back straightaway, clear of Michael Kruger finally for that position. But here comes Kruger back on him on the front straightaway. Huge run out of nowhere for Kruger to the inside on the apron, going to take that 98 machine and fight back on the older tires.
Meanwhile, stalking his prey is that 17, Zachary Meredith. Looking inside, Joshua Arnold.
Yeah, the two Fords are driven away, but here comes Meredith at that 17 all over. He might have pushed Kruger into 3 even right there. And the whole pack bearing down on these guys now for the race lead. May make it 3 wide here for a moment. No, not quite. Arnold's going to be able to clear for the lead.
As of now, race leader back to being Joshua Arnold. Zachary Meredith clear for P2 as Kruger under pressure from Hunter Peach now. Meredith gets clear. Kruger's going to lose a couple of positions here. Meredith all over the back bumper of Arnold. Looking to the inside. They're going to be side by side going into 1.
And here comes Braden Holt to the inside of Hunter Peach for that 3rd position. He's going to slide up the racetrack, slot into 4th as Peach makes it to the inside 3 wide for the lead.
Yeah, Hunter Peach looking all the way at the bottom. Toyota, Chevy, Ford, all for the race lead. It's going to be, so far, Meredith with the middle line. They're still holding 3, though. Someone's going to have to give, and it's not going to be anybody. Advantage Meredith right now. They are still 3 wide. Peach loses the momentum. He's going to fall back, losing 3 positions, almost 4, as Lednum using that outside line. Lednum, full head of steam. Lednum going to go to the inside. Wanted to make it 3 wide, decided not to. I think Lednum could have gotten all the way up to P2 and battling Meredith for this race lead here in turn 1.
Yeah, you did a great job to come out of nowhere to get up into this battle for the max. And you mentioned Meredith clear to the race lead. Here comes Holt clear for 2nd now over Josh Arnold. Arnold's going to stick the nose out into turn 3 at the end of the back straightaway. Can't fight with that 22 car just yet into 3 over that 54 just yet. Lednum on the outside, and whose 37 is going to get around Arnold for the time being.
Brett Bennett down pit road. He's going to start the pit cycles.
Wow, Arnold with a huge aggressive block on Peach down the front straightaway.
This is 1st through 6th, all running nose to tail. Joshua Arnold comes down pit road. And I'm sorry, it is more than 1st through 6th. That is top 10 all right there. As they are now working their way around Kyle Tubb.
Of course, unfortunately, it's looking like a modified right now, that 16 machine is. Jeff Lundum almost stuck it to the inside and hooked Braden Holt right there going into turn 3. They're going to be single fire. They're all through 4 off the front straightaway. Let's see how they fan out.
We're halfway through this race. Meredith, he has been... Looks like he's been the guy to beat, really. Got back up to the lead. This is incredible.
Think of Ruiz is going to be right in the middle of this mix too, on the long cycle here. And another car getting a ton of positions since they haven't pitted recently is Chris Wright. Fell off a ton of positions on the restart, but it's slid up to 7th position with the aid of a lot of guys pitting, like you mentioned.
And if you look up at the ticker on the left side of the screen, you'll see laps since the last hit. Meredith and Peach, it was 25 laps for them. Holt 19, Lednum 18. Few guys, 18 laps to go. So they can make it a little bit longer than some of these other guys. Meredith, Peach, Kruger, Osborne, they're going to have to be thinking about coming in within the next couple of laps. As I say that, yeah, Meredith and Peach, they do come down pit road.
As does Kruger. Chase McGuire also going to be there tail end of the shot.
So right here is the current battle for the lead. Braden Holt, Jeff Lednum. Jose Ruiz as well. John Osborne comes down pit road. Man, Lednum not giving Holt much space at all. Sending it into the corner.
And allow the door a ton for Jose Ruiz right here to make a move. If continue to race so tight for that lead, and he's just sitting right there in the catbird seat in 3rd. Can he make a run happen right here? He's got lapped cars coming around side him on fresh tires. If that's going to be a factor, he's on the inside now of Braden Holt for the race leading. He's going for it with Zachary Meredith right on his inside, right on his tail, I mean.
This is very sketchy, but they make it work out. Meredith's going to unlap himself. Hunter Peach is about to as well. Meredith and Peach make it through cleanly. Trying to make a move underneath that 23 car, just not close enough. Lednum might have caught the wall a little bit there.
Lednum was definitely in the wall there. He was yelling that thing out off of turn 2, and he's got Chris Wright all over him now.
Chris Wright, currently P4. Looking to take P3 from Lednum. And more of the lap traffic that is on fresher tires. Osborne, Kruger, they're trying to pick their way through all of this.
Osborne again right by the fence off of turn 2. He's going to stay there down the back straightaway as Kruger's going to split it 3 wide with Wright and him. And here comes Josh Owner right there alongside. He's going to have to make out of the way to the inside here. Maybe not, as Chris Wright moves out of the way there.
3 wide for a moment. Car in the middle. Lap car, the other 2 lead lappers.
But it's not often the lap car is the faster one of the 3.
Not often, but in this case, of course, you know, as we mentioned, right now lap cars have the fresher tires. Like Joshua Arnold, as we saw there, but Jeff Lednum trying to get around Chris Wright. Jose Ruiz, Braden Holt coming down pit road.
Gonna inherit Chris Wright to the race lead, and Lednum's right there for this battle now. Looks like these are.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Looks like these are 2 of the last 3 to stay on the strategy. It looks like Chris Wright's peeling off this time.
And Lednum staying out. Campbell is just now in the middle of 3 and 4. Let's see what Campbell sitting P3 does. And Campbell's going to stay out on the racetrack. Peach is the first one on fresher tires. So eventually the lead will cycle to Peach, but see there, Zachary Meredith is not far behind Peach at all.
And Peach got around Meredith at some point since we last saw them, Josh, because Meredith was the first one to lead them through the leaders on fresher tires.
And you are correct. Meredith didn't make it out before Peach did. And I'm thinking Meredith just has something figured out. Take it easy, don't upset the tires, and you go up and catch them. I mean, Meredith started this race in 9th place, and he had the lead before the first pit cycle at lap 28.
Absolutely, that 17 car did march through the field early on, but it has been a struggle on the short ones, and that worries me as we get later in this race. Caution could flip this entirely, and like I mentioned earlier, he lost a ton of positions in just one restart alone, so it could be a all-out battle here between he and Hunter Peach as they inherit the lead here in a couple moments, but anything can happen in the late stages of this race, Josh.
Yeah, Campbell is on pit road, so right here is now where your race leader is at as Peach takes over the race lead. Peach, he's not pulling away from Meredith. I think Meredith is actually pulling Peach in just a little bit.
You mentioned earlier when he was in the lead, fastest car at the time, but that's easy to do when you're in the clean air. Different when you're in the dirty air and you see the gap shrink right here from the aerial view, and you can see it on the leaderboard as well, going down slowly within 0.3 of a second now as they dive into turn 1, Josh.
I'm thinking right there, Peach had a better run through 1 and 2 than Meredith did. Meredith getting a better line through 3 and 4, though. We're going to go to turn it up. Back live here from AutoClub Speedway in Fontana, California. Battle for the lead has heated up. Zachary Meredith has caught Hunter Peach. Meredith tried making a move on Hunter Peach, but was not able to get the job done. Peach driving very, very defensively right now. Doing a great job at holding Meredith to second place.
Yeah, the pictures did a phenomenal job telling the story, much better job than we ever could, I think. That was great racing there for the race lead, and they did a phenomenal job keeping their cars going the right direction and not crashing with all kinds of the defensive driving we saw. But like you mentioned, Peach blocking down the front straightaway Meredith for that race lead, and Meredith wasn't taking it, diving into the corners each end of the racetrack, just trying every shot he can, but knowing there's a long way to go in the race and respecting Hunter Peach in that 20 car, and knowing that John Osborne is only a second back, gaining a little bit, and there's not a lot of time to make that move without him looking.
Meredith once again on the back bumper of Hunter Peach. Meredith is staying patient. But pretty soon that patience is going to wear thin. They know they have one more pit stop coming up, and with 29 laps to go, they are almost at their window when they could pit for the what could be the final time in this race.
Meredith, excuse me, is just all over Peach going into the corners. Josh just putting his car right on the rear bumper of the 20 car each time going in the corner, maybe trying to upset the aerodynamics. Of course, huge game here at Auto Club. But see right there, that could be a huge challenge. If he brakes a little bit before you, might turn him when you don't want to and cause damage to your own car.
Running this close to the car in front, you have to be so careful. Meredith, he makes his move into the corner a little early. Meredith is there. Meredith is going to clear Peach. But is Peach going to get back beside Meredith? I think he is. As Peach may take the lead back completely. He doesn't. Meredith's still side by side with Peach. There's the slide job. Not quite. Peach did not allow that to happen.
He's just doing a great job just revving the car up in the middle of the corners and hanging right there on the left rear quarter panel of the 17 car to make sure he stays there on the straightaways. Not able to make it happen this time off the exit of 4. Has a huge run actually though, and is able to put his car there up on the momentum itself. He didn't need to worry about hanging it there and just kept the pace up. Can he make anything happen in 1 and 2 here?
He's going to have to try something if he does not want to see Meredith pull away, but yeah, it could very well be over here. Hunter Peach, one last try at it down the back straightaway, gonna dive it into the corner, sending it hard. Meredith clears, Peach clears Meredith. Meredith not going to try to make a move as Peach now blocks the move that Meredith did make. I said he didn't make. Side by side once again. Hunter Peach staying in tow. Peach gonna look to the inside, see what he does here in 3. Not gonna send it into the corner like he did last time. He is still gonna be side by side with Meredith though. Meredith clears. Hunter Peach. Now Meredith looking to set sail. 24 laps to go here at Auto Club. Couple of drivers coming down pit road for the final time. Brett Bennett, one of them, as well as Andrew Chapman. So should be the final stop for those guys. We continue to watch up front. Chris Wright got super loose on lap 1. And struggled to recover from that.
Big challenge for the lead. I don't know if Meredith caught the fence off of turn 2, but Peach swung to the inside and he clears the 17 easily down the back straightaway. But Meredith is going to shoot back into turn 3 on the inside here with Peach running the higher line. Meredith able to wrap that white line, run that shorter lane around, draw even down the front straightaway, Josh.
Yeah, Hunter Peach not able to have the momentum off the exit of the high line like he expected to. It's something you were talking about earlier, Adam, is how Peach, sideways there. That's going to affect him. But as I was saying, you were talking earlier about how that high line just does not work as much as these drivers are expecting it to work. And currently Meredith clear of Peach, but Peach huge run. Meredith coming down pit road.
But Bennett, Josh Arnold, Andrew Chapman have all pitted, and Jake Mercer already pitted a couple laps ago. While Peach and Chris Wright are gonna inherit the top 2 positions. As John Osborne's fallen to 3rd, and now under attack from Brayton Holt for that position.
Braden Holt actually under attack from Jose Ruiz. Osborne gonna pit, as well as race leader Hunter Peach. So that transitions the lead to Chris Wright, the latest winner in the NAOR Series.
Of course, there we see Meredith blending on the fresh tires. He's going to beat out everyone else who has already pitted, Josh.
Yeah, I'm very curious to know where in comparison he's going to be to Hunter Peach. Peach rolling off pit road right now. And look at this. Meredith going to drive by. Peach finally can blend up the track, and he is watching that 17 just pull away.
Yeah, Peach is going to be under pressure from Michael Kruger here, who pitted a couple laps before Meredith. On the outside here of Peach for this position, what will be eventually second place. Everything cycles out the way we expect it to be, and Meredith going to be about a second up the road, maybe even more by the time this shakes up.
These guys continue to be side by side. This will definitely help Meredith out a lot. Kruger, Peach still side by side for what should be second place after everything is cycled through.
Kruger tried to pinch the 20 there through the center of the corner, but it didn't work because I think he just got loose off of turn 4 and washed up, and it's going to allow Peach to clear him down the straightaway.
Kruger going to look to the inside. Kruger has Chapman entering the picture as well.
That side-by-side battle did not hurt them down at all because they are catching Zach Meredith despite all this.
And I think once again it's just Meredith taking it easy on his tires, not pushing at all. I think with 17 to go, I'm not really worried about saving your equipment as you would early on in this race. I mean, Meredith still doesn't want to push, I don't think. I'm just surprised that he's just not going.
Especially allowing the 20 to the inside on the back straightaway. I wouldn't allow it this far. He's going to make it side-by-side into turn 3 with... Actually, Hunter Peach is going to clear it easily there, and here comes Michael Kruger to take that position as well.
Kruger not going to be clear of Meredith. We have a 3-horse battle right now for what could be the race win. Jeff Lednam still has yet to come down pit road.
Kruger finally clear of Meredith there, going to turn 1, Josh, and slots into that position now just behind Peach, currently 3rd. He was on the inside of Peach for a moment, wasn't able to make it stick, and here comes John Osborne on the outside of these guys. He's a lap down to them, though.
Oh, Osborne clips the wall. But Michael Kruger looking to make a move on Hunter Peach right now. He knows this is for the race lead once Leadenham pits, and I say once he does, Leadenham on pit road now. It's going to be a tight battle. So far, advantage Hunter Peach.
The 81 car of Osborne's faster than all these guys. Man, watch your tires. He's going to be in the wall there off of turn 4. Looks like he was going to be challenging these guys, trying to be in their way, but with that wall scrape, he might be a non-factor now. We're going to have to keep an eye on that 81 car of these last couple laps, guys. Osborne winning very competitive laps, every right he deserves to be, of course, Josh.
14 to go. Hunter Peach, current race leader. Michael Kruger challenging. Kruger has put himself in a great position here to try to fight for a race win.
Absolutely. He was quiet in that last stint, but I think he pitted at the most opportunist lap to play off the strategy perfectly. He's going to have a challenge, though, on the inside of Zachary Meredith here for this position, P2. Coming to 12 to go, and like I mentioned, John Osborne just behind him. See if he's going to play a factor here.
Meredith not able to make a move on Kruger. Meredith staying patient. Meredith looking to the inside of Kruger now. Not quite there. $11 laps to go. Michael Kruger sailing it into the corner a little bit. Kruger makes something happen.
Oh man, another brush in the wall between these guys racing up at the front of the field so tight. Kruger did a great job though trying to insert himself on the outside of the 20 car and just trying to put his door there and put his name, trying to check the 20 car a little bit, but Meredith's going to continue and challenge this position. A little tight there off the corner maybe for Kruger. Looked like unstable on that car, and just 10 laps to go.
Indeed it is. Meredith underneath Kruger for P2. Meredith gonna come up the racetrack, clears in front of Michael Kruger. Kruger not able to make a move, so Meredith, he has 9 laps to make a move.
Kruger has the 81 car all over his mirror the last couple corners. Osborne continuing to run the higher lane, trying to find a way around these guys so he can get back on the lead lap. It's going to get around Kruger here through 1 and 2, it looks like.
Yeah, Osborne will clear Kruger. Eight to go. Meredith 3/10 behind Hunter Peach. Who is gonna get the victory at the end of this thing? Meredith, he's been the fastest car, I think, all race long. Going back to him kind of firing off slow, I'm not really sure what I think about that, because here's the thing. Hunter Peach has been doing a great job at playing defense. He is the only one, I think, that has really been able to challenge Meredith on a longer run. Right now, this race is in control by Hunter Peach.
I agree, but I think we've seen Zachary Meredith pull off some incredible overtakes already in this race. I think Peach is in the right position. I agree on that, Sandfoot Josh, but Meredith, anything can happen between now and the end of the finish with him behind the wheel. It's going to be all out here, I think, between now and the finish. Just 12 miles.
Hunter Peach, 17th on the all-times win list with 4 wins. Meredith, 18th on the all-time win list with 3 wins. Chris Wright has gotten around Michael Kruger for the 3rd position. 6 laps to go. Meredith still behind Hunter Peach. Still not right there in striking distance.
Chris Wright continues to be the fastest car at the end of the run tonight. We haven't said his name very often until the end of the pit cycles. Here he is up into 3rd, you just mentioned it. He was in 6th place, maybe even 7th about 7-8 laps ago. I watched him work up through the top 5 on the leaderboard, and he just did a great job to get to 3rd, and maybe even up to 2nd if these two get up in fight for this win. Might be a huge long shot, though, with just less than 5 to go now.
Braden Holt has also gotten around Michael Kruger. Kruger fallen back to 5th place, but yeah, Chris Wright, he's done a great job working his way up here. I don't think it's enough time for him to get up to Meredith and Peach on speed, but if these two start racing each other, if Meredith is able to get up there to Peach, this could turn around. Could see Wright go back to back. Gap is just staying right about the same. These guys are running very similar lap times. Is Peach and Meredith. Meredith sailing it into the corner a little bit. That's going to help Peach on exit. 3 laps to go.
Definitely the closest Meredith has been in the last 5 laps or so. It was going into turn 1 this last time by. Let's see if he can make anything happen going into turn 3. He's got to make something happen soon, Josh. He's got needs some magic here.
I think that magic is starting to be something that's not going to happen, but Meredith setting sail into the corner once again, trying to close in. Peach is just so much better on corner exit than Meredith is.
Another quick thing I've noticed, Josh, is a little bit of cloud cover. Wonder if that's changed the dynamic of these handling of the race cars here as we come to the finish right here. Peach just 0.3 of a second over Meredith.
Yeah, the white flag is in the air. One more time around AutoClub Speedway. Hunter Peach, as mentioned, looking for win number 5 in the NAOR Series. I think he's going to hold off Zachary Meredith. Meredith just sending it into the corner. It's not going to work. Off turn 4, Hunter Peach. He's going to win in AutoClub.
And unfortunately, the margin of victory doesn't tell the tale. What a great battle that was, all the way to the end. Meredith, you mentioned he gave it an effort there at the finish. Tried to Hail Mary it, didn't work out at all. Kind of destroyed the fence in the center of the corner. He's lucky he didn't destroy his car. His post race, we gotta have Chris Rako spinning, but Meredith is gonna congratulate Peach on the win. These two fought hard for that race win, and great battle all the way the last stint to the finish.
Hunter Peach getting some congratulatory bumps from his fellow competitors. Peach now on the front stretch. He's going to burn it down. Hunter Peach still burning it down as he is getting use of every little bit of rubber those tires have on them. I think Hunter's now going to look for Victory Lane. One of only a couple tracks has Victory Lane on the front stretch. And Hunter is going to drive into it. And we are actually going to go to Victory Lane, where Adam Kuhn has caught up with the race winner.
Yeah, down here with Hunter, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, congrats on the win, first of all, Hunter, on the pretty exciting finish there over Zachary Meredith. How was that last stint to the end battling at 17?
I don't know. I'm exhausted. My heart is really racing, and just can't thank everybody enough. And incredible battle there with Zach Meredith. He did a hell of a job. I thought he had me there for a bit when he short pitted. I got a little bit nervous there and just somehow prevailed back. Just told myself not give up, but whew, it feels good to finally get a win this season. Not gonna lie.
Well, how was your view on the race in general? Long race tonight, pretty dynamic race with the strategies, of course, and the tire wear. Pretty exciting from the booth, in my opinion. We had a lot of fun up here calling it. What do you have to say from your seat?
Pretty wild to say the least. Every run you got, just take it, and just hope that everybody that made a mistake, you just gotta capitalize on it. I mean, all it took for me right there was just one mistake, and Zach Meredith was right there. It's just it's so crazy that it's just these cars are so good here, and they're just a blast to drive. I wish the outside line could work a little bit better, but I mean that's more of an iRacing tire model, but it's still hella fun to race this track. I mean, every time you get the chance. But can't thank everybody. It was a good race. It was good that we got to do some green flag, after the last couple weeks. It was good to do that, kind of see some different strategies, which is what we're all really known and really good at doing. And it's just anybody could win these, and it's just all it takes is just that one little call and just one little lap, one extra set of tires, and that just makes the difference.
Well, looking forward ahead to Indianapolis. What do you have to look forward to next week? You mentioned first win on the season, also.
I feel really confident. Indy's been a really good track for me lately, especially in the Xfinity cars. I don't know if we're on the new surface, on the old surface, but this win I feel like definitely helps me. It was a much needed win. I fell pretty far back in the points, so really this win truly does help. But I feel confident in Indy. I believe we go there in 2 weeks if I'm correct.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I feel pretty confident Indy. I know it's gonna be tough to pass there, but it's been a pretty good track for me lately. So I mean, we'll have to see how it goes, play it by ear. I mean, it's just when it all comes down to it.
All right, and before we let you go, who would you like to shout out after a phenomenal performance tonight and a great win?
Everybody in this league. Joshua Arnold for putting on this great league. Years ago, gave me a shot here. Just thankful enough for him and what he does, getting all these group of people, keeping everybody in check. Just everybody here in this league as well. Just all talented drivers, all different skill sets. We have road races, we have super speedways, we have intermediate people. I mean, it's so competitive that it's anybody can win. It's just I'm so thankful to be here on Friday night, racing with a great group of people that I call my friends. And even when I have a bit of issues with some people, but here respects each other. And can't thank Zachary Meredith there for racing me pretty clean. Raced him pretty clean for the most part. We did an awesome job there. Hope y'all enjoyed that battle. And once again, just shout out to all my friends watching the broadcast and to y'all putting on this stream for us this season. And yeah, hope y'all have a good one.
Thanks, and congrats again on the win. We look forward to seeing you race in 2 weeks' time.
Appreciate it.
And that's tonight's winner from AutoClub Speedway, Hunter Peach in the 20 car. Back to you, Josh.
Yeah, and what an incredible battle we saw between Peach and Meredith there. Meredith definitely had the car to beat, and Peach found a way to beat the car to beat. Congratulations to Hunter Peach on that victory. Well, Adam, let's go ahead and go through our finishing unofficial results here. Finishing first, of course, Hunter Peach. P2 goes to Zachary Meredith. Chris Wright, P3. Braden Holt in P4. And Jose Ruiz in P5.
Micah Kruger is going to end the night in P6 with Andrew Chapman 7th, Jeff Landum 8th, down to Kite 9th, excuse me. Joshua Arnold going to round out the top 10 positions.
Brett Bennett will finish 11th. John Osborne, first car one lap down, will finish 12th. Mike Gamble, 13th. Jake Millsap, 14th. And Chase McGuire in 15th.
Toub with engine damage unfortunately retired in what we expect to be his last race before going to the U.S. Army. Wish him luck, of course. 16th there, 17th for Tyler Ratliff, and 18th for Cheney in the 76 after taking a big hit into the outside wall very early on for Kenneth Cheney.
Well, that's going to do it from us here at Auto Club. Next week, of course, we are off for Thanksgiving. No race here for the NAOR series. But there's still plenty of action tomorrow night. The Blaze Sim Racing and the Pits News Truck Series. They actually are at Kentucky. It's pretty cool to see Kentucky back on a schedule. And then Slide Job Racing League, they continue their playoffs with, I believe they are at Sonoma on Tuesday. Bye week for NAOR, as mentioned, next Friday night. But Indianapolis will be where we have our next event. It's another doubleheader, 38 laps for each race. And I believe they're both going to be on the oval. So looking forward to seeing the Indianapolis Oval return to a NASCAR event, NASCAR League event, that is. But Adam, final thoughts on what you thought for this race?
And just everything we said before, mentioned with Hunter, it was a great battle between he and Zachary all the way to the finish. Shout out to everyone who ran a great race tonight. Everyone who showed up, of course, did a phenomenal job with this racetrack. Like you mentioned, very worn out, very abrasive, very, very, very tricky, very risky with high speeds and just how out of control you can get. We saw that plenty of times with everyone get out of control, but they did great jobs on saving their machines and great race all around, like we keep saying. And look forward to Indianapolis and going to be a little bit hard to pass, like Honda mentioned, but I think that's just going to be a little bit of the project and totally different show than what we saw tonight, kind of like what we've seen all season.
All right, well, we will see you next time out. And, we definitely thank all you for watching. We thank the drivers for putting on a show. As always, wasn't for them or you guys, this wouldn't be possible. We thank the man behind the scenes, Joshua Arnold, as well. And big shout out and thank you to you, Adam, for being in the booth. That's going to do it. So I'm Joshua Coppernell signing off. We'll see you next time. Stay safe. Take care. And we will see you tomorrow night from Kentucky.